Test.
Test.
Yep, there it is. There it is. There it is.
Good evening, everybody. High school football fans, welcome to Thursday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. Folks, I apologize. Technical difficulties have forced us to start just a tad bit late. Action has already started. There is 10 minutes, 43 seconds left in this first quarter. Clovis North has the football at their own 40-yard line. Central won the toss. They received. They went 3 and out, punted to the Clovis North 40-yard line. That is where we're at now. It is 3rd down and 10. As Clovis North is in the shotgun. He's back, steps up. Throw is complete.
Nice grab.
With a first down to the 36-yard line of Central. Folks, I am Jason Phillips alongside my partner, Paris Gaines. We had no time for our pregame show during stoppages of play. We'll try to get that in for you as much as we can. Right now, Clovis North with the football, quarterback. Senior Christian Rossi with his first completion of the night.
To number 5, Arnold Lopez, the 5'9", 180-pound senior.
And we've got a flag on the play. Paris Central 6-1 on the year, coming off the loss to Clovis High last week. Clovis 8 points in the fourth quarter to kind of steal that one. Central running the pistol offense. They're gonna have to rely on Nick Wilson, running back for Central, number 22. Gonna have to be a heavy dose of him if Central wants to stay in this one.
Most certainly.
Rossi in the I formation. Play action, drops back. He's got time. He's going deep. It's Marcus Rose, just through his hands, incomplete. And one of the big matchups in this game, Paris, is going to be this great Central secondary against Christian Rossi and these receivers.
Most certainly. You're going to see Marcus Rose, who was hurt a couple weeks ago, has returned back to the lineup, as well as Arnold Lopez. We're going to see these guys. They love to stretch the field. They're attacked in a hybrid, traditional-style shotgun offense. We're going to see lots of motion. And here they are in the scrimmage.
Rossi back in the I formation. Heavy set. That's David Wells in motion. He's a big target for Rossi. This is going to be a handoff. It's Carlos Guzman pushing the pile forward. He's going to have a first down inside the 20 of the Central Grizzlies. Paris, this is a matchup of two great offenses, both averaging over 30 points per game.
Yes.
Both very balanced offenses. We've got the makings of a shootout going into the night.
You know, it's a lot of speed and great talent on this field tonight, Jason. We're going to see speed, and more speed tonight.
Rossi single back, play action. Got plenty of time. Looks over the middle, got a man wide open. Easy touchdown. Clovis North up early.
So there's number 82, Josh Lovingood on the reception, running the tight end drag straight to the middle of the field, wide open. The quarterback, Rossi, throws a frozen rope. Touchdown, Clovis North.
That's right, Paris. No one around him. Josh Lovingood, the Fresno State recruit, wide open around the 5-yard line. The 6'5", 250-pound two-way player. He is a senior, and he gives the Broncos a 7-0 lead here early with 9:41 left in the first. Let's talk a little bit about Clovis North. They rattled Clovis East last week, 40-0. Got up early, 30-0 in the first quarter.
Yes.
A balanced offense between Christian Rossi and the double head snake at running back between Carson Guzman and Bo Olenrunfunmi. Both running backs have ran for combined 1,600 yards this season. Rossi's thrown for 1,200. Paris, this offense averages 42 points a game.
Yeah, you know, like I said before, you're going to see the hybrid traditional shotgun, single back kind of offense. They're going to hit you with counters, options. They're going to use 3 receivers, double tight end formations. You know, you're going to see everything from both of these offenses. The North offensive coordinator, Vince Brandstetter, is a former Fresno State Bulldog, so you're going to see that mirror in that offense to what the 2000 Fresno State Bulldogs used to look like. So it's going to be an offensive shootout tonight, Jason.
And it starts early. This one is caught. Marcus Rose will just let it go for the touchback. Central will start 1st and 10 from the 20. Christian Rossi likes his tight ends. David Wells leads the team with 28 receptions. And that was Josh Lovingood, the other tight end, on that touchdown reception. Clovis North, we were interested to see how they were going to react tonight. First #1 ranking in the school's history. Been around for now, this is their 4th year, on a 11-game winning streak dating back to last year, and looking to make good on it here early. And Eric Jimenez, the quarterback for Central, 6-foot junior. We saw him 2 weeks ago put up 50 against Buchanan. Clovis North defense just a little bit tougher than that, however. First down is a give to the running back. He's up the middle. Looks like Nick Wilson, gain of 2.
That's Nick, Mr. Wilson, a gain of 2 out of the pistol.
That's right, good old Nick was our player of the game 2 weeks ago against Buchanan, where he rushed for over 200 and 4 touchdowns. Gonna need a similar type of stat game to see if Central can get that #1 ranking back. They were #1, but only for 1 week. Jimenez, play action, drops back. He's got time, he's gonna go deep. And overthrown for his man, L.J. Moore.
Well covered on the play. The secondary seeing it in the cover 2. The safety was able to stay in his back pedal. Fantastic coverage for Clovis North Broncos as the quarterback slightly overthrew his receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a miscommunication on the route right there, but that was well defended and
yes,
well overthrown by Jimenez.
You know, Jason, this is going to be a great battle of 2 of the state's best teams right now. You have the Central Grizzlies coming in ranked number 32 in the state, and the Clovis North Broncos coming in at number 28 in the state. This is going to be a fantastic matchup.
Jimenez on 3rd down and 8, but hold the phone. We've got flags, and this is typically a false start. And that is what we have. 3rd down and 13. It will be with exactly 9 minutes left in this first quarter. Clovis North is 0-3 versus Central in the school's history. So if Clovis North looking to keep that winning streak alive and notch their first win against the Grizzlies. Jimenez, shotgun, he's going to roll out, throw, but Broncos lurking right there, picked off, and it's a pick 6.
Quarterback Eric Jimenez throwing off his back foot. Jason, I'm not sure if he saw the defensive back just sitting on the route. Fired the ball in there, pick 6 the other way. Touchdown, Clovis North.
Mark Rasomny, this 5'7", 155-pound senior defensive back, was all over that. Waiting like he was the intended receiver, and the Clovis North Broncos are on a fast start.
Up early, and Jason, that's what this Clovis North team has done all year, averaging 11.4 points in the first quarter. You know, they start fast, and we're seeing it tonight.
You're right, Paris. The closest game the Broncos have been in is a 14-point game against El Diamante in week 2. Last week, they trailed Clovis West at the half, but used a 30-0 second half to run away with that one. So Central now has a mountain to climb just to keep this one close.
Well, most certainly, and as you can see, Coach Garza calling up his troops to give him the speech. You know, calm down early. Composure, composure, and composure. You know, it's going to be a heavyweight fight tonight. There's no need to panic.
And the turnover battle early is in favor of the Clovis North Broncos.
And Coach Corey Hall does the same thing, rallying the troops, rallying the Broncos, saying, continue to keep your foot on that pedal. And we have them exactly where we want them. I know Corey Hall is a former Fresno State Bulldog. He's firing. He has the kids from North believing the same philosophy.
You're right, Paris. 3 minutes and 8 seconds into the game, and we've got 2 huddles by both teams to go over early corrections. And Kyle Stevens set to kick this one away for Clovis North. Back to return it. Looks like Johnny Johnson for the Grizzlies. Kick is up, it's a good one. And Johnson's gonna let it go. So touchback, Central will come back out, and Eric Jimenez gonna have to calm himself down a little bit.
That's
Shake
right.
that one off, quick memory.
Well, looking to see a little bit more Nick Wilson here on this drive, possibly David Marshall.
That is Wilson in the backfield. Jimenez will take the snap, and it will give to Wilson, and played well by the defensive line. Short gain on the carry.
Well, it looks to be tough sledding for the backs tonight, as that North defense looks stout, very strong up front, penetrating the defense with great push, well prepared. This is a well-coached Clovis North team. So we'll see what Coach Garza over there on offense has for this North defense.
You're right, Paris. Few two-way players on the defensive line. Isaiah Duran, Josh Lovengood, Jacob Daniel, all over 6 foot, well over 200 pounds. Form an active defensive front for Clovis North. Jimenez is going to roll right, throws, and off the hands of his intended receiver. That looked like L.J. Moore with nothing but clear grass in front of him if he hauled that in.
Jason had a step, had a chance. Not sure if he knew the ball was coming that fast. I mean, the quarterback, Jimenez, was rolling to his right. He kind of slowed down a little bit, and Jimenez did fire the ball in there.
You know, the defender gambled, but clearly missed the pick try. And L.J. Moore, he wished he'd have that one back. It's going to make it 3rd down and 8. Another big early 3rd down here for Central. Jimenez pressured, little flick to Wilson. And Wilson does a good job to break a tackle and get out to pass the 25 to the 26-yard line, but that's going to bring up 4th down.
Simple swing to Nick Wilson, right side of the screen, a little flare screen. Wilson, the running back, the junior, 5'10", 195 pounds, lowers the boom on a defensive back, and that is textbook. You drop your inside shoulder, and you just run it right over, man. Textbook Nick Wilson. Unfortunately, they did not. Wasn't enough for the 1st down.
That was a powerful run right there. I don't want to be the one man to tackle that gentleman.
Jason, that was a statement run.
And Eddie Padilla on to punt. And it's an all right one. Fair catch called at the 39-yard line of Clovis North. And Central's defense already with a huge mountain to climb in this game of stopping this Clovis North offense. And now this is a statement drive, down 2 touchdowns and needing to get their ball back to their offense.
It's number 85.
And here's Rossi, shotgun, snap, fires, caught by Rose. Up past the 45-yard line, tackled by L.J. Moore of Central.
That's an excellent route, a little quick hitch. Young man catches the ball, turns his outside shoulder.
You're going to hear Marcus Rose's names a lot tonight. He's 2nd on the team in catches, 10 catches, 267 yards, 3 touchdowns on the year. 2nd down and 3. Rossi in the heavy set I formation. And it is a handoff to Guzman. And he looks like he's going to have the first down up to midfield.
Guzman, the power back, Jason, just simply right off tackle, picking up the first down. The young man refuses to go down on the first tackle, keeps his legs turning. Excellent body lean, picking up the first down for the Broncos.
Folks, I mentioned ago about the defensive line for Central. Those two-way players that are big up front also play on the offensive line, helping the two running backs from Clovis North. Both average 8.2 yards a carry coming into this game. Guzman, it's a toss right. He's got a big hole. Gets to the outside. He's got another first down inside the 40-yard line of Central.
Carson Guzman on the carry, the 5'8", 175-pound senior. Says, Nick Wilson, I can do that too. Lowering his shoulder at the end of the run. That's how you finish the run, young man.
You don't think these two guys are looking at what each other's doing?
Oh, I'm almost positive.
Guzman over 1,100 yards on the season, 15 touchdowns. Watch out for this kid tonight. Shotgun formation from Rossi, but it looks like we're going to have a timeout with 6:45 left in the first quarter, and the Broncos driving for another score.
Folks, do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for PlayOnSports.com broadcast program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to PlayOnSports.com. Well, Jason, so far tonight, this does not look like that Central team we saw 2 weeks ago.
No, it does not, Paris. Maybe the nerves a little bit. I don't think it's any intimidation factor from Clovis North, just maybe a little slow start.
Well, 6:45 here in the first. They've been a little inconsistent. Maybe it is the nerves, and they just need to calm down and compose themselves.
And Rossi from the gun. He's going to roll to his left. He's pressured, and he gets away from it. Rossi's going to throw it. Got a man. Ooh, foot was on the line. Incomplete.
Rossi showing escapability. Young man rolling to the left and coming back right, barely escaping the Grizzly defender. Throws a dart on a receiver coming back to the ball. Unfortunately, young man could not get that 1 foot out.
Just awareness. He had plenty of room. Just foot was on the line. That was Timon Laughlin, 6'1" junior, the intended target. We'll bring up second down and 10 as Rossi and the Broncos go back to that I formation that has proved to be effective. And it's going to be a run to the left, inside the 35. And that is Bolu Olorunfunmi.
Can you say that 3 times, Jason?
I don't know if I want to try it yet. I think I'm going to call him Bo-O for short.
Between Olorunfunmi and Guzman, that's the kind of the Thunder Lightning combination there with the power back and the scat back.
That's right. Olorunfunmi is 5'11", 192. Guzman 5'8", 175. They both can power a load. Second down and 6 for the Broncos.
Man coverage.
Rossi, the blitz is on. He gets away from it, rolls left. He's got some room. He'll pick up the first down, and he's out of bounds up to about the 26-yard line of Central. Boy, Paris, Rossi is elusive. The Central Tigers got to maintain edge responsibility when they rush him.
You know, Jason, we knew coming into the game that Rossi was going to be huge. A key factor. The young man's an all-Valley baseball player. He is an athlete, and right there, we just saw that he can run as well. Getting out of the pocket, his escapability. Michael Vick is it's, you know, if we can't contain him, and if he continues to catch that over-aggressive Grizzly defense, it could be a long night for Central.
That's right, Paris. Dual threat quarterbacks are now the new style in football. Michael Vick-esque, but with less turnovers.
There you go,
hopefully. 5:42 here left in the first. First down and 10. Referee signal we are ready for play. Rossi, single back formation. David Wells in motion. Handoff to Olarenfunmi. Men in the backfield, breaks a couple tackles. There's some room. It's a big boy. He might go.
A dive!
Touchdown! Clovis North.
Bolu.
Bolu.
Olarenfunmi running all the way to the end zone, breaking tackle after tackle, the young man refusing to go down, diving into the end zone on the one. Amazing run. The young man simply wanted it more, Jason.
He did. I didn't think that had any chance of going anywhere when 3 Central Grizzlies were around him at the line of scrimmage, but that was all Olarenfunmi making that happen.
That's right. Started off tackle, Jason. Hit, cut back left, broke a tackle, broke several tackles.
Broke 2 more tackles,
That's right.
and then he's showing his high jump ability, saying, "Get away from me, Mr. Bo Olarenfunmi." And Clovis North, in a blink of an eye, it seems like, is now out to a 21-0 lead. Is this a little bit of a shock to you, Paris?
Jason, this is a shock to everyone in the Central Valley, including the Grizzly faithful over on the other side of the field. You can hear a pin drop in the stadium right now on that side.
Absolutely. Clovis North showing that they want to keep this #1 ranking. Man, do they look good right now.
They are clicking on all cylinders right now.
Johnny Johnson back to return this one for the Central. And let's see if he'll get a chance to return this one. Right now it's time for special teams. Maybe help the Central Grizzlies out. He'll get a chance. Oh, mistimed his jump, and this will end up being a touchback. I think he wanted to make something happen there. Eager to get his mitts on the ball.
And here comes Central in that pistol offense. They really need to get something going here on this drive. Just a sign of a little bit of consistency.
Central has yet to find a rhythm. I think if they can get a couple first downs, I think they'll be okay. This will be Nick Wilson, big hole. And a good tackle by Arnold Lopez, saving at least a first down, maybe more. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6 from the 24 with 5:06 remaining left in the first quarter.
The Grizzlies looking to the sideline for that play. Called in from the coaches based on what they see.
David Marshall in motion. Jimenez back to pass, hurried, quick throw to screen, but Clovis North defensive front 7 playing that very well, keeps that to a minimal game. And I think what we're seeing is Central's finding out how good this front 7 of Clovis North really is right now.
Well, certainly. Well, Jason, the defender went straight through the A-gap, untouched. Okay, untouched. You cannot allow that to happen. Simply untouched right through the A-gap, disrupting the timing of the screen.
3rd down and 4. Big play here.
There he comes again.
And pressured. That was Hayden Hopt coming through untouched to disrupt that play, and Central is now forced to punt again.
Hayden Hopt, the 6'1", 195-pound linebacker, comes through the A-gap untouched for the 2nd time.
You know, Paris, dating back to last week in that 15-12 loss to Clovis, Central didn't score that whole second half. So they've now gone 38-plus minutes without getting into the end zone or even a field goal. So the offense struggling to find some rhythm. And the punt, high, end over end. Broncos going to let it fall. Takes a Grizzly bounce, still rolling. This will end up being a great punt. Down all the way back at the Clovis North 24-yard line. So the Grizzlies catch their first break of the game.
Well, Jason, 2 weeks ago, Garza brought in a running back, not a running back, excuse me, a quarterback that was a little bit more mobile. He started the series ahead of Jimenez. You've got to wonder, are they thinking about making a switch right now just to throw something a little bit different at this North defense right now?
You're right, Paris. L.J. Moore started the first series of that game against Buchanan. Then again, Eric Jimenez came in and threw up a 50 spot on him. Here's a swing pass caught by Marcus Rose, and he's going to be close to a first down. And Marcus Rose was 7 yards upfield before a Grizzly was even touched him. And they're going to give Clovis North a first down.
Yeah, that was just a simple swing. That was simple. Young man caught the ball, came upfield. You know, where's the linebacker dropping into that zone, that flat right there?
It's looking just too easy right now for Clovis North. And we've got a couple whistles from the referees. We got a little huddle.
Well, Jason, tonight is going to send, if it continues to go the Broncos' way early on in the matchup, I mean, this is going to send a shockwave throughout the valley.
Absolutely, Paris. Clovis High ranked number 2, is going to face these Clovis North Broncos next week at LaMonica Stadium. I think the Clovis Cougars are tuned into this one right now. Rossi from that heavy set eye is going to hand off to Guzman. He's going to go left, and he breaks a couple tackles, got a first down. Up past the 40-yard line to the 42.
He just simply refuses to go down on the first contact.
Do you see any technical adjustments Coach Justin Garza for the Grizzlies can make, or is this just too big, too strong?
No, just simply
Broncos right now.
Simply make a tackle. I hope they worked on tackling technique all week. Just hold on for life and pray that the troops are going to rally. This does not look like the same Central team we saw 2 weeks ago. I mean, even on defense, the way they rush the passer, it simply does not seem like the same team.
And his play action fake. Rossi's got plenty of time. He's going deep. Little bit of contact. There's the flag. The defender bumped the receiver before the ball got there. Timon Laughlin, the intended receiver. And this one's going to go in favor of the Broncos.
Timon Laughlin on a skinny post. Young man had a step. I was in awe of the ball that Rossi threw. What a perfect ball.
You're absolutely right. Showed some arm strength, and on a deep ball, it was perfectly thrown.
Oh, the touch was amazing.
And when it rains, it pours for the Central Grizzlies. That was Johnny Johnson on the coverage. So 15 yards will make it a Clovis North first down as they operate from the Central 48-yard line with 2:41 remaining in the first.
And Jason, this is the same defense that we predicted to be one of the best in the Valley.
You're right, coming in with one of the best secondaries in the section. And Rossi is making them look a little weak here. Rossi rolling out to the right. He's going to throw. He's got a man. Marcus Rose, complete. First down, Broncos.
Rossi is driving the car. The young man simply is just making plays with his feet. Receivers are coming back to the ball. His escapability, his ability to throw the ball on the run is what I'm amazed at right now, Jason.
I hope the game plan wasn't for Central to make Rossi throw on the run. He is excelling in that aspect. And now the Broncos are in the red zone again. In this I formation. Rossi, hand off to Guzman, going left. And this time Central makes a stop for a no gain. There we go, Central.
And there you go. Central making the play, stuffing that fullback, just keeping the ball right along the line of scrimmage right there, just simply getting the penetration, knocking that fullback in the backfield. That's how you do it. That's textbook. You don't want the fullback to hook the ends outside shoulder.
Seems they are attacking that right side of the Central defense. The touchdown to Ola from me was to the right side, but it seems Guzman they like to attack the right side of the Central defense. Rossi looking toward the sideline for the next play. Minute 26 remaining in the first, and a little confused. Corey Hall and the Broncos want to talk it over. And boy, if you're Central, this is where you need to put up a wall. A touchdown here is almost backbreaker.
It is. It is. Now, you know, Jason, 2 weeks ago we saw a Central team that started fast. They played fast. Everything was clicking for them. They beat a Buchanan team that's yet to really find themselves. But tonight they're going against a stronger defense with a well-balanced offense.
And this is a Clovis North team that put up 30 against Clovis East last week in the first quarter. And they're almost doing this to the third-ranked team in the section.
That's right.
I don't care who you are, nobody was taking that bet.
I'm telling you, Jason, it's my gut feeling, though. This Central Grizzly team has a lot of fight.
That they do. Justin Garza's boys will not lay down, this we know. Second down and 10. Single back, Guzman in the backfield. Rossi, play action. He's got time.
Great protection.
He's throwing. Central defender's got a beat on it, and that is picked off. No, the ref says no. L.J. Moore is not happy. As that pass was thrown, it looked like he was the intended target on it. He read it the whole way, and I thought he got a foot down. Then again, I am all the way up here across the field. So a break for Clovis North.
That is a break, Jason. L.J. Moore simply just reading and just jumping up, catching the ball. It looked good from here.
So now third down and 10. Trips to the left side, but Marcus Rose in motion.
Man coverage.
Rossi pressured. Going to swing it over to Laughlin, who breaks a tackle inside the 10, and that is a Bronco first down. That is a killer for Central.
Well set up.
Had them in their first third and long of the day, and a little inside screen worked well. 6'1" junior Timon Laughlin running hard. First and goal for Rossi and the Broncos. Minute 3 remaining. Guzman up the middle. Powering touchdown, Broncos. What a push from the offensive line on that one, Paris.
Jason, fantastic push. The running back, Guzman, just allowing his lineman to guide him into the end zone with his hand on their back and just leading him in straight to the end zone. Touchdown, Clovis North.
That was a run from the 6. Behind his lineman, he wasn't touched till the 2-yard line. Bowls his way in. And Kyle Stevens sends it through. And the Broncos 28-0 still in the first quarter.
You know, Jason, coming into this game, both teams wanted to establish the run. And both teams wanted to dominate the line of scrimmage. And right now, Clovis North is dominating the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely, Paris. And I think that's going to be one of the talking points for Garza's group at halftime, is they need to find a way to match either the intensity or the physicalness that the Broncos are bringing on that line of scrimmage.
Corey Hall has most certainly prepared his team well for tonight's matchup.
Absolutely has. Johnny Johnson back to return the kick. 58 seconds remain in this first quarter. And the Broncos are out to a huge lead here in the first. End over end. Johnson's just going to let it go. And he says to the Clovis North sideline, well, go ahead, kick it to me. All right, Eric Jimenez. This is time where you need to get your Grizzlies on a little bit of a roll.
Eric Jimenez, Nick Wilson, David Marshall, you know, all these guys at the skill position. I mean, they're loaded from top to bottom in the skill position.
And you know what? We haven't even mentioned Micaiah Quick yet, the outstanding receiver for the Grizzlies. Here's Nick Wilson, going to have a first down, but we do have a flag on the play. And that's what we came to see out of Nick Wilson.
That's right.
And when the flag was thrown, a Central Grizzly offensive lineman lost his helmet. So I'm going to go 50-50 on a hold or illegal use of the hands on the defense. We've got a hold on my 50-50 was right. Hold against the Grizzlies, and that negates their best play of the game so far.
You know, execution fuels emotion. You know, on that run, you saw the Grizzly sideline jumping up and down, showing a spark, something. But once again, just shooting themselves in the foot.
And with the offense struggling, first down and 20 isn't exactly what you want to have from the 9-yard line. Jimenez hands off to Nick. No, he's going to keep it himself. He got plenty of room to run, and he's going to get the penalty yardage back. And so back-to-back couple of nice plays for the Grizzlies.
On the read, the quarterback, Jimenez keeping the ball. Excellent read, pulling it around righty and getting the ball back to the original line of scrimmage.
That'll bring up second down and 10. 22 seconds and counting left in the first quarter. This will probably be the last play. Quick throw, caught, up near a first down. And that looks like Micaiah Quick. So there we go. We mentioned his name for the first time.
All right, there we go. Now the sense of urgency. We start to see it.
Yep.
Okay, here they go. No huddle already on the line. Plays already in.
Jimenez and the Grizzlies changing the tempo. Quick snap. Wilson's going to carry it, but the Broncos, it's close.
Close. That's close.
I think we're going to come down to a spot or a measurement here. But I think that's what we got to see more of out of Central. Get a little rhythm, change the tempo a little bit.
Right. You know, a little dink and dunk here, take a shot.
And they have given them a first down, so no measurement needed. And the Grizzlies have their first down of the game. And that is the end of the first quarter. Owned by the Clovis North Broncos, 28-0. Folks, stay with us. I got a quick little PlayOnSports.com ad for you. We'll be right back after this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total.
Back to Veterans Memorial Stadium, where the Clovis North Broncos lead 28-0, but Central has a first down and maybe has a little rhythm going here. This is Nick Wilson with a huge stiff arm and a powerful run. Nick Wilson wants to put this one on his back.
Fantastic run, young man, just showing his toughness, refusing to go down, his passion, is trying to make a play for his team. Trying to scratch their way back into the game, and they're going to need more plays like that.
I think he's tired of seeing Clovis North just run around all over this field. Gain of 7 on the play makes it second down and 3. Jimenez, and he'll hand off to Wilson again. Sheds a tackle, got a first down. And he is up past the 45-yard line to the 46. 2 first downs in a row. There we go, Central.
There you go. Just simply give the ball to Nick Wilson.
And we have a Clovis North Broncos shaken up. It looks like Arnold Lopez, the 5'9", 180-pound senior.
Two-way player.
And he is up and looks like able to walk off under his own. Good to see. And I think we're seeing Nick Wilson time right now, Paris.
That's right.
Jimenez back to pass. Pressure quickly. He just gets rid of it. Out of the tackle box, so no intentional grounding. And he didn't even have time to breathe on that play.
Hayden Hopped again, Jason, is simply coming scot-free in the A-gap.
That's the second time.
Not sure what adjustment Coach Garza needs to make. Maybe the center getting a hand on him, or the guard blocking down. But he cannot continue to come untouched through the A-gap.
That's right, Paris. Center, quarterback make those line blocking calls at the line of scrimmage. I wonder if they're getting a little confused with Hayden Hopp up there. Second down and 10. Jimenez swings it. Micaiah Quick. Excuse me, that's Johnny Johnson.
Slips.
No, that was Micaiah Quick. Should stick with my gut on that.
Micaiah Quick, 1-yard gain, slipping on the play.
You know, those Central uniforms, those numbers all look the same.
That's right. Hey, you've got to wonder, 2 weeks ago, they did don the first Nike Combat uniform.
And you know, maybe they maybe it was a confidence issue. Maybe they want those unis back.
Right.
So a minimal gain has the Grizzlies at 3rd and 9. 3 wide receivers set. Jimenez back to pass. Pressured. Quick throw over the middle. It's L.J. Moore. Ooh, and he's good play down the outside to the 30. Shaking. Still on his feet. He's got some blocking. He's making it hard on me to call that play, all that juking going on, but well done.
L.J. Moore just shaking left and right, cutting against the grain, trying to make a play for his team, catching the ball, refusing to go out of bounds, breaking tackles, just trying to get upfield, trying to put his team in a position to score here.
I thought he made a bad decision to go backwards, cut to the outside because he had the first down, but he proved me wrong, got to the outside, picked up a huge chunk, and they complete the 3rd and 9. And here is a handoff up the middle to Nick Wilson, but that is swallowed up quickly by Jacob Daniel, 6'5", 300-pound sophomore. Whew, this kid's got 2 more years left. Look out.
Yes, 300-pound sophomore.
Well, he looks D1 ready from here, Paris.
Yes. I quickly agree with you.
So after that, it is a 2nd down and 8. But Central knocking on the door. Jimenez pressure. This time they pick up Hop on the blitz. Jimenez puts it on the ground, but it is recovered by Central, and they avoid disaster. Whew.
Now
Marcus Ponce fell on the ball.
What a fantastic pickup from the blitzing linebacker Hop, once again trying to exploit that A-gap, and Nick Wilson just sticking his nose in there and saying no.
This time. Second down and 9. Excuse me, 3rd down and 9. They've completed 1 3rd and 9 on this drive. See if they can get another one. Jimenez, they're going to hand it off to Nick Wilson. Puts his shoulder down, trudging forward. But he's going to be stopped short. It's going to bring up a big 4th down and a couple. And a big decision for Justin Garza.
Oh, Jason, Coach Garza is most certainly going for it.
Absolutely right. He's keeping the offense out there. The ball is just behind the 19-yard line, and they need to get to the 17. Big 2 yards. What do you think, Nick Wilson?
It's got to be. Roll out.
It is Nick Wilson. And he's stretches. Boy, he's close. Nick Wilson doing everything he can.
Looks a little short from
here.
here.
They're going to call for a measurement. Marcus Ponce, that right guard, making a good block.
I like the call, the give to Wilson, not necessarily I like the play call.
A little bit of a counter on that one. I would have liked to see a dive.
Right, a little slower developing.
From the spot of the football, and this is just my judgment, I'm going to say I think he's got it. And he does. 1st down, Central.
Give the ball to Nick Wilson. On a counter, just making a play. Picking up the tough yards and the 1st down for his team.
That's right, tough yards. He put his shoulder down against 2 Bronco defenders and put both of them on their back. That, ladies and gentlemen, is D1 football. 7:37 left in the 2nd quarter. If anything, Central has given their defense a rest. Chewing up at least 6 minutes on this drive. Jimenez back to pass, going deep. LJ Moore, but it is picked off. And that Central Grizzly threat has ended.
That's what, Jason, that's just simply well played. The safety in the corner in the perfect spot, the ball underthrown, not enough air. You want to give your receiver a chance to go up and bring down that football by throwing it to the back pylon when only he can catch it. Only he can catch it.
You're right, Paris. The 2nd interception by Eric Jimenez, this one by Rudy Lopez, perfectly playing the underthrown ball. And the Grizzlies miss on that opportunity. A little bit deflating. And so the Central defense, are they up to the challenge? The Broncos got to go the length of the field. 1st and 10, the give is to Guzman left. Played well by the Central defense, but not before he picks up about 6.
That was a great run, right off tackle.
Once again, attacking that right side of the Grizzly defense.
That's right. They must have saw something during film this week because it's been very effective until this point.
Jimenez on the Broncos, back in the I formation. Wells in motion. 2nd down and 4, and we're going to have a encroachment on the defense. And that's going to give the Broncos a 1st down. And that one's on to Sean Smallwood.
There's nothing small about Smallwood.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Paris, one of your favorite players. There's nothing small about Smallwood. That is a big boy.
Man.
You see that big blob on the Central defensive line. That is that is Smallwood.
That's a big kid, Jason.
Meanwhile, the Central offense has come out of a huddle on their sideline. And this is Rossi rolling right, throws. He's got a man. It is Rose for a 1st down.
Just well executed. Well executed on the comeback. The timing was perfect.
And right now, Paris, it has come down to quarterback play. Just Christian Rossi outplaying Eric Jimenez so far to this point.
That's right. He's most certainly winning that battle.
And that is a true one-on-one battle, Paris, out there. That is number 1, Johnny Johnson against number 1, Marcus Rose. Something to keep an eye on.
Man to man.
Rossi from the eye. It is a give to Guzman, but played well by Central. Jordan Haston, senior defensive lineman, bottled that one up.
Oh, you know what, Jason? You have to love the battle at the wide receiver and defensive back position right now, going on by two young guys that'll most certainly be playing football somewhere when they finish their high school careers.
I would be shocked if they didn't, Paris. 2nd down and 10. 6:20 left in the second quarter. Trips to the near side. Marcus Rose in motion. Rossi back to pass. He's pressured, eludes it. He's got some room. He throws. Comebacker to Lachlan. And incomplete. L.J. Moore hit him hard enough to dislodge the football. Big play by number 2, L.J. Moore for the Central Grizzlies.
Yeah, oh, great play. Great play dislodging the ball. Once again, you know, Rossi making a play with his feet, finding a receiver, simply coming back to the ball.
And the Bronco receivers do a good job. That's what you're taught. Come back to the football, help your quarterback. We have seen that by this group so far to this point. Big 3rd down and long. Can the Tigers get a stop? Trips to the far side. Rossi is going to roll out, swing back to the left. Wells got a lot of room. Here we go. One blocker ahead of him. Wells pushes forward, pushed out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and another Bronco 1st down.
And there he is, David Wells, Jason, the tight end, the big tight end, 6'6", 235 on the tight end screen, rumbling down the left side.
What a play call. Rossi's favorite target. Yeah, that'll bring up 1st down. Broncos, quick snap. Guzman, left side. Down to the 15-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 5.
Yeah, Guzman, Jason, has to be averaging 5 yards a carry at this point.
Well, he came into this game averaging 8.2.
Okay.
So if he's averaging 5, I guess we could say Central's doing a good job.
Man.
Well, they marked him at the 16-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Heavy set I formation. Rossi, hand off to Guzman, this time to the right.
Played well.
And Central bottles it up. We have a flag down.
Late flag.
Maybe a face mask. And it is a face mask on Central. Well, I'm right on my penalty calls so far tonight, Pierce. It's 2 for 2.
You're good tonight.
So with the face mask penalty, this gives Clovis North a 1st down at the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal. They set the markers down.
You know, once again, a penalty takes away from a great play. You know, stretching a play to the sideline. It's the Grizzlies' fantastic play, but penalty.
You're right, it was played well. Rossi, hand off. Olaronfunmi going near side, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
On the counter. On the counter, great play call. Guards pulling. Touchdown, Clovis North. Just simply, he could have walked into the end zone, which he did. Well blocked on the outside. Just another fantastic play call by their offensive coordinator, Vince Brandstetter.
A untouched 10-yard run, and the 2nd of the game by Bo Olaronfunmi. And a bobbled snap, and Clovis North is going to lose out on a point, and it will stay 34-10. 0 Broncos with 4:48 left in the half. And that's what a #1 team will do, Paris. Points off of turnovers. They'll make you pay.
Jason, I am shocked. I am shocked at what we're seeing here tonight. You have to give it to Corey Hall and the Clovis North Broncos. They've obviously come in well prepared with a fantastic and a great plan against these Central Grizzlies here tonight.
Absolutely right, Paris. The game plan Corey Hall and the Broncos drew up so far working to perfection. And what I am most shocked about is this defense of the Clovis North Broncos. So far, pitching a shutout. The last kickoff was a touchback. Johnny Johnson looked at the Clovis North sideline saying, come on, kick it to me. Will they do it? They will, but Johnson elects not to return it.
It's got to be something going on with the special teams coach. It's the special teams coach of Clovis North and Johnson. Maybe they know each other.
Maybe.
Young man is begging for a return.
It seemed like he was itching to get his hands on one. Maybe he was just itching to get another touchback. Central, 4:48 until we hit halftime. Need something positive to go into this half with. And they got 80 yards to go. North shows blitz. Jimenez is pressured and just leveled. Hello, Arnold Lopez.
Arnold Lopez, the two-way stud, says, feel me.
Welcome to the game, Darius Green.
Wow.
And Arnold Lopez was shaken up a little bit ago, has rebounded. And ouch. That was number 8, Darius Green, on the reception, but no gain. What a hit. North shows blitz again. They bring pressure. Hops right up the middle. And a loose ball, but the refs will rule it incomplete. And for the 3rd time tonight, Hayden Hopp has been in the backfield just so quickly. Jimenez can't do anything about it.
Jason, Corey Hall, their defensive coordinator, the former Cincinnati Bengal, is simply throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this offense. You're going to see guys coming off the edge, guys coming through the gaps. He continues to keep his foot on the pedal, and they're just continuing to blitz. Now it's every down.
Right up the middle, and that's one spot a quarterback does not like pressure. And that just ruined that play. So brings up 3rd down and 10. And now you're in danger of giving the Broncos back the ball. Good field position if you don't get this 1st down. Nick Wilson trudges forward to the 25, well short of a 1st down, and that's going to bring up a punting situation. And here comes the punting unit. And Clovis North is going to get the ball back with time to do some more damage.
What an ever-dangerous Marcus Rose is back to return the punt. You know, do you want to kick it to the guy that could take this back to the house? You want to kick it away. You have to kick it away from him.
You're right. I think kicking it out of bounds might be a smart play here. And the kick is up.
He's going to have a shot.
Rose weighs for the fair catch. He did not want to chance it. And he calls fair catch at the 39-yard line. So the Broncos have 3:11 and 1 timeout. So maybe extend this lead just a little bit more.
Folks, PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it is also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship series events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here.
And the Broncos, we've got a timeout. So the Broncos take their third and final timeout before they even get the drive going. So what would you say you're more shocked about, Paris? The 0 for Central or just the dominating fashion that Clovis North has played in this first half?
Well, Jason, it's the lack of offensive production from the Central High Grizzlies. We're talking about a team that's simply loaded at the skill position from top to bottom. Coach Garza, at halftime, they have to figure out how to get the ball to their playmakers. Just simply, Nick Wilson across the board, Johnson, we're talking about Jones, Green, and Marshall. They have to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers in order to be successful in the second half, or the rest of this half, and then the second half. And so I'm shocked. I'm extremely shocked. I'm shocked at the score. I'm shocked at the lack of offensive production. And I'm also shocked at this defense. A secondary who we labeled as one of the best in the Valley that we've seen.
Right, and coming in with these two teams we thought so evenly matched, we thought turnovers would come down to it. And even with Central having 2 turnovers, Clovis North having 0, I don't even think that's really the biggest factor in this game so far yet. And this is Olarin Funmi breaking all sorts of tackles, carrying guys.
Spinning his way for 6 yards.
And he picks up 6 yards. And we'll see if Clovis North picks up the tempo here a little bit. Might give us an idea of what they want to do before the half. 2:45 left.
Got one-on-one up top.
I formation, Rose in motion. And this is Olarin Funmi, follows his fullback right up, but to Sean Smallwood. And Olarin Funmi still doesn't want to go down. But played well by Smallwood in the Grizzly defense. And 2 straight runs. And not the sense of urgency I thought I might expect from the Broncos here in this final 2 minutes.
A little conservative. You don't want to turn over the ball right before the half, giving them an opportunity to put points on the board, showing signs of life going into the half.
Absolutely. No reason Corey Hall shouldn't feel comfortable with
wide
this
open,
lead.
it's open.
And here we go, Olarin Funmi. It's tough to bring down. Devin Brewer
Still
tries, can't do it. First down inside the 40, although a flag is down. Now Devin Brewer didn't make the tackle, but he saved it from being a huge gain. And took a huge stiff arm to the face trying to do it.
Whomever the running backs coach is for the Clovis North Broncos, I have to take my hat off to him. These kids are running hard. You're utilizing all the tools in their arsenal: stiff arm, spin move, just high knees, doing a fantastic job of running the ball tonight.
And this is going to go against Clovis North. We have a hold. And this will make it 3rd down and 8 from the 41. And I don't know if Central has stopped a Bronco 3rd down yet. Minute 34 and counting. Carlos Guzman has entered into the backfield for Olarin Funmi.
2 tight ends.
And this is a run for Guzman. And bottled up by the Central defensive line, and they get a 3rd down stop. It only took 23 minutes to do it. A little small victory for the Central Grizzlies as they head into the half. Minute 10, and Central has elected to take a timeout.
That's a well-called timeout by Garza.
They do have all 3, so they do have a minute and 10 to try and get some points on the board here before the half.
No, Jason, they need to show signs of life. Something that's spark. Something going into halftime and saying, okay, look, this is what we need to fix. I mean, it's a lot that they need to fix at this point.
Coming in, Travis, some said this might have been a state or valley preview. Shocking. And this is Nick Garcia.
Oh, going for the block.
On to punt. No, that is Stevens, excuse me. Good kick. And Arnold Lopez downs it. Maybe could have let it bounce once or twice more, but in the end, not too bad. Central will start from their 25-yard line with 1:01 and 2 timeouts.
Now, Jason, if you're Coach Garza, do you take a shot, risk another turnover here right for the half? Or do you just simply give the ball?
And you know what, that's tough
to
because
Nick Wilson?
we've seen teams try to do this, like Buchanan, for instance, where they do this and they turn it over, and the Broncos get another touchdown right before the half. So that is a big decision.
Give the ball to Nick Wilson.
Yeah, it is going to be a Jimenez pass. He's pressured and caught. Shoestring grab by George Helmuth. No, I'm sorry, looking at the wrong roster.
That's Nicholas Morales on the reception. The fullback, that's tight end. Tight end on the flat route.
Boy, Jimenez once again pressured before he even finishes his drop. Luckily this time found his own man, picked up of 7. 37 seconds and counting. Not a big sense of urgency from Jimenez. And we've got a stoppage of play. We've got a timeout from Garza and the Grizzlies with 33 seconds. And Garza is going to walk all the way onto the field to talk with the referee. I think maybe, did he want a timeout a little sooner?
Jason, I didn't think that was allowed for the coach to walk all the way over.
The referee was on the near sideline, and Garza comes across the field, meets him at about the near hash line to talk this one over. And that's, are they going to put more time on the clock? Are they not? Looks like they are not. Interesting timeout.
I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Garza takes a shot right here.
I wouldn't either. That's what that timeout had to be about. There was no sense of urgency. I think they were set to let it run out, but you never know. Broncos show blitz.
Right off the edge.
And we've got a flag. Hayden Hopp was coming up the middle again, Paris.
There you go, untouched, right in the A-gap once again.
Was the Central offensive line skittish?
Well, but before the play was just called dead right there, it looks like they were going to the quick game again. I mean, with 32 seconds left in the half, down 0-34, they're going to the quick game.
Now that penalty is on the Broncos. I think they're going to say encroachment.
Right.
So this might influence the Central decision just a tad. 32 seconds remain. They took a second off. 1st and 10. One timeout for the Grizzlies. Quick throw and batted down. Well played by the Broncos. That was Will Hernandez. Everybody in the secondary making plays for the Broncos tonight.
Everyone's making plays, Jason. If you're going to run the quick game, you have to tell your tackles they have to get those hands down. Okay, whether it's a back going up to the line of scrimmage, they have to get the hands down from those defensive ends, or the quick game is just simply not going to happen.
29 seconds, so that play burned 3. Jimenez back to pass, pressured quickly. He's going to elude it pretty well. Got some room to the left, but Hayden Hopp drags him down behind the line. What hasn't this young man done tonight? Chases him down from the opposite end of the field, and Justin Garza is going to let this one tick down. 6 seconds. 3 seconds, 2, 1. That is the end of the half. The Bronco defense pitching a shutout here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Our first half has come to a close. We're going to take a small break. We'll be right back with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Stick around, folks. We'll be right back in just a few. Welcome, everybody, to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. We are live from Veterans Memorial Stadium, where if you've been with us, you've just witnessed Clovis North put up 34 against what was the #1 ranked team a week ago. And Paris, if it stays like this, we're headed towards a running clock against the #3 ranked team in the section.
Absolutely shocking, Jason. A team that's loaded from top to bottom at the skill position player. Their inability to score, to get anything going, to be in sync is absolutely shocking.
The story to me in this first half has just been how really unsuccessful Central has been offensively. I mean, they average 30 points a game. They've got a goose egg right now. But the way Clovis North defense, whatever game plan Corey Hall made up for this game, that it involved Hayden Hopp, that it involved this defensive line, they are just killing the Central offensive line right now.
Well, we knew coming to the game that these Broncos were well coached and they were going to come into the game prepared, but we just didn't think it would be like this.
Right.
You know, we have guys blitzing all over the field. Corey Hall has thrown everything at this Central offense, including the kitchen sink, and we have ends, linebackers coming through gaps. You know, maybe it's just confusing the Grizzly offense at this point. I mean, we have a Hayden Hopp who's come through the A-gap 7 times in one half untouched. That simply cannot happen. Coach Garza and that Grizzly staff, they have to make adjustments in order to get out of here just with just even respectability tonight.
And quarterback play, Christian Rossi of the Broncos outplaying Eric Jimenez of the Grizzlies. Eric Jimenez, 2 turnovers. Really only 1 good drive for Central in the first half, and even then that resulted in a turnover. Rossi has been efficient, no turnovers, let him down to mini scores. And interested to see exactly what Garza is going to tell his team at the half, what corrections and mistakes that they're going to fix at the half. And
well, you know,
quite a wild one, man.
Yeah, it's been wild. It's been wild. It's totally unexpected, Jason, tonight. Like you said, Coach Garza has to get his team better prepared for this second half, or this could be a complete blowout in Veterans Stadium tonight.
That's right. The first Clovis North punt came with a minute left in the half, and Clovis North well over double the yards that Central has. We are 2 minutes away from kickoff to start the second half. That's going to do it from our PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Thursday Night Football will return in just a few moments with the start of the second half. Right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the shocker that is the Clovis North Broncos 34, the Grizzlies 0. That is not a mistake you're seeing on your screen. It is 34-0, and if this first half has taught me anything, Paris, it is never know what can happen in league play.
That's right. That's right. We've seen some strange things happen this year. But, you know, when you're down 34, you better made some adjustments at halftime. And Coach Garza is a fantastic coach, and he's surrounded by a great staff and phenomenal kids, loaded top to bottom at the skill position. Just simply shocked, punched in the mouth early here tonight in Veterans Stadium by the also on a well-coached Clovis North team.
And if Central doesn't do anything in this third quarter, we are headed to a running clock against the third-ranked team in the section. That is just amazing. Central set to kick off. And if things were bad enough, Central's got to give it to the Broncos to start the second half. Well, I know that's not going to feel good for Justin Garza.
Mr. Do-It-All Arnold Lopez back deep to receive the kickoff.
Kick is high, short. Lopez will catch it at the 12,
and
takes
kick
it
it to
upfield. And Clovis North will have good field position up to the 29-yard line. You know, all this talk about Central's great secondary, and I think Clovis North's secondary actually outplayed him in that first half. I mean, everybody was making plays from Will Henderson to Rudy Lopez. 2 interceptions off Eric Jimenez in the first half. Hello, Clovis North defense. But it is the offense that gets the start here in the second half. Rossi.
In the gun.
1st and 10 from the 30. Quick throw, slant, and batted down, but we've got a flag. Tramel Johnson got an arm on it, and they're going to wave the flag off. Tipped pass. No interference if a ball is tipped. That's what they ruled.
Tramel Johnson, a linebacker fullback, senior, 5'10", 210 pounds, was in a perfect spot. Rossi tried to thread the ball in a window. That's extremely risky pass.
Tramel Johnson's do-it-everything middle linebacker. We have not called much tonight. We get to right there. And we have a pass complete. And it is close to a first down. Pickup of 9. Going to be 3rd and less than a yard. And if Central needed anything, it is a 3-and-out to start this second half. But to stop this Clovis North offense to just 1 yard is a huge task. The I formation. And it is a first down for the Clovis North Broncos. And we have just received word that Eric Jimenez, the starting quarterback for the Central Grizzlies, is done for the rest of this game with a hip injury. And that puts the onus on backup quarterback L.J. Moore, who is athletic, can make plays with his feet.
That's right, he sure can.
We'll see that when the time comes. However, 1st down and 10 for the Broncos.
We got man coverage up top.
I formation, Rossi, play action. He's got all day to throw back there. He's going to go deep to Rose, flags down. Pass is incomplete.
That's way too much contact downfield.
And that is now the second time tonight on a deep ball there has been early contact. Very uncharacteristic from the Central secondary. And L.J. Moore pleading his case to the ref, or the official, excuse me, to no avail. It's going to be holding, not pass interference. That saves the Grizzlies 5 yards. Nonetheless, a first down for the Broncos. Up 34-0, and still taking shots.
Oh, we knew Corey Hall and that staff, Vince Brandstetter, their offensive coordinator, they're not going to stop. They're going to keep going at you. This is a statement game, Jason. Statement game tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, these league games, they're always statement games.
You know, every week.
That whole conference schedule's a whole nother beast of a season.
But what a message this North team is sending throughout the Valley tonight.
Clovis North and Clovis High, the only two undefeated teams left in the track, 2-0. Central tied with Buchanan at 1-1. And here we go, Guzman.
Still up.
Got a first down.
Running.
And takes about 6 Grizzlies to get him down, but not before he's got a first down. Inside the 35-yard line to the 34. Boy, these backs just don't go down easy.
No, they don't go down. You know, legs turning, great pad level, breaking tackles.
Yeah, it looks like we got a timeout. Broncos, yep. First early timeout for the Broncos here with 10:15 left in the third quarter. Broncos on the move, as they have been all night.
Now, how deflating would this be if North put one in right here?
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, after the halftime corrections and whatever speech Garza gave, and then to come out and just have it pushed down your throat the whole length of the field into the end zone, that's brutal. Paris, I want to take you through these Clovis North first 7 possessions. Touchdown, 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 punt. And currently on possession number 7. Ouch.
That's a big ouch.
Yeah. Somewhere, Oregon, the Ducks are amazed at this execution. First down and 10 for the Broncos as the whole offense shifts. Single back, Guzman will take the pitch to the left. He's got a hole. Played well by the Grizzly
met well
defense.
by the Grizzly linebacker.
About a gain of 2 on the play.
Mr. Johnson on the tackle. Read the play well.
Yeah, that's the first we've seen of the breeze pickup tonight. Beautiful conditions here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. We've had a great night for football tonight. Rossi, play action, back to pass, pressured, eludes it like he's done all night, and he's going to run. He's got room, first down, and pushed out of bounds at about the 25-yard line, but not before he has another Bronco first down.
You know, once again, just simply making plays with his feet. He's timing it well. His pocket awareness and his sense of awareness is just great.
I don't know if it's his athleticism or it's just the bad angles all the Grizzly rushers are taking at him, but nonetheless, he has just made it look easy.
Most certainly. I mean, Jason, as a quarterback, we talk about that clock that goes off in your head when you drop back to pass. His clock's going off. He's making a play. He's making the right read.
Rossi has been flawless and efficient tonight. Here's a handoff to Guzman. Big hole to the left. And he's still on his feet. He's going to go. Walks into the end zone. Broncos. Touchdown again. Just like you said, Paris. How would it be if they scored on this first drive? Well, we just found out.
Man, these backs, man, you got to love Guzman. You got to love Olo Rumfumni. They just run hard. They use all the tools in their arsenal there. We call that a hand plant, refusing to go down, planting your palm into the ground, bouncing back up. Touchdown, Clovis North Broncos.
How did he get out of that mess? I've lost him amidst a group of players, but he comes out of it. And it is now 41-0 Clovis North. The beating does not stop. And Central, what started the season 6 straight wins, now looking down the barrel of 2 straight losses. One more worrisome than the other.
That's right.
This one being the makes you scratch your head a little bit.
We have a team that scored a total of 233 points on the season so far. Tonight has yet to put anything on the board.
That drive took less than 3 minutes, as there is 9:18 left to go in the third quarter. Clovis North in a rout. And I wonder what the Clovis High Cougars are thinking about this at home right now. As Clovis High will host these Broncos next week in what could be a 1-2 matchup.
That's going to be one to see.
Stevens, the kick. Johnny Johnson
Gets a shot.
He gets a shot to return it. Going to make some things happen. 2 Central players running into each other, and ouch. Johnny Johnson can't even get to the 10-yard line. Ran out of bounds at the 9. And just Central can't catch any sort of break.
I had 2 Central Grizzlies run into each other. Johnson trying to find room.
I give credit to Johnson trying to make something happen.
Trying to make a play.
And that's exactly what Central needs at this juncture. Field position has not been their friend tonight. This one has one drive from the 19. All their drives have started on their own side of the field. And now a fumble. I think Nick Wilson jumped back on it. And just more things going wrong for the Central Grizzlies.
No, Jason, it's just not their night tonight.
You're right.
It's just not their night tonight, man.
You know what it is? Maybe it's this whole Thursday night thing. It caught them off guard.
Short week.
I bet you they're on the field. They're talking about if this was on Friday night, it'd be a whole different story. 2nd down and a lot to go. Nick Wilson gets to about the original line of scrimmage. +1, they're going to mark him at the 10. So it'll be 3rd down and 9.
No, Nick Wilson is the type of back you want him to touch the ball at least 20 times a game. He's that dynamic of a player, and he just simply needs the touches.
And here it is. That is L.J. Moore at quarterback, who we thought we would see. And you can see his athleticism. The kid can scramble. And he is all the way up to the 16-yard line, but he is short of a Grizzly 1st down. And we've got an injured Bronco at the goal line. That does not look good.
No, you never want to see this, folks.
And L.J. Moore unable to get the Grizzlies clicking on offense. So now we have seen 4 straight quarters. The Grizzlies unable to put up points, dating back to last week.
But you see Moore's ability to scramble, to get out of the pocket, make a play with his feet.
With the way this Clovis North defense has played tonight and how fast they've been in the backfield and the problems they've given Jimenez, you wonder what L.J. Moore could have done in the first half with that ability to elude pressure, maybe make a play.
We talked about that earlier. Maybe the switch should have been made earlier. Moore brings a different dynamic to that offense.
That brings back to the whole Mark Sanchez, Tim Tebow thing. Do you switch quarterbacks often like that, or do you go with Jimenez has a 6-1 record,
He does.
but that has been the question of the NFL this year. Meanwhile, a decent punt for Central, and Clovis North will take over at their own 42-yard line with 7:28 remaining here left in the third. I mean, you're right. In hindsight, definitely easy to say, oh, maybe they should have put a switch to Moore in. Got to give Jimenez a chance to play out of his struggles. But
Yes, most certainly.
Meanwhile, Christian Rossi looking good over here for the Broncos. Rossi back to pass. Pressured, and he is going to go down.
First time tonight.
To Sean Smallwood, your favorite player, Paris.
And there is Smallwood simply making a play, bulldozing on the bull rush his way over the running back and to Rossi.
And that is the first sack of the night for Central, and the first time the pressure has been able to get to Rossi. And boy, has Central been in need of defensive plays like that.
Yes.
2nd down and 15, a loss of 5 on that one. Rossi, this will be a handoff to Olaronfunmi, and slips a little bit. And that's going to be a very short gain on the play.
2 yards on the game, touchdown number 5, Tari Bird. Assisted by number 49, Terrell Johnson.
And there we go, Central, a couple back-to-back good
There you
defensive
go, coming
plays.
alive. The defense finally coming alive here.
String together some plays. That's all you could do at this point.
Here we go. Now, see, on 3rd down, you look for North to try to attack with the tight ends, maybe some off-tackle stuff. Here we go in the bunch formation again.
It is going to be a toss. Olaronfunmi to the near side, and Central is going to bottle them up. Maybe a gain of 3, but well short of a first down.
That is a win for the defense.
And that Central defense taking one play at a time, they come up with a stop. Just the 2nd drive of the game that they have forced a Clovis North punt. As Kyle Stevens back to kick it away. Johnny Johnson back to return the kick. Stands at his own 23-yard line. Stevens kick. And Johnson's going to let it bounce. Takes a Central bounce. Called dead at the 28-yard line.
I mean, kicking away from the dangerous return, man.
Boy, Johnny Johnson back there quite a bit tonight on kickoff and punt returns, looking like he wants to get his hands on the football, but has been unable to most of the evening.
Here comes L.J. Moore.
And L.J. Moore will now operate this pistol offense. This is 2nd drive. First one hampered by that first down fumble. L.J. Moore pressured and put on his back after an incomplete pass.
And he's slow to get up.
He is slow to get up. Kyle Conley, the 6-foot junior, with the pressure. And Moore can help himself out by getting rid of the football a little sooner. It looks a little walking a little gingerly after that one.
I mean, once again, Corey Hall and this defensive staff, they continue to blitz and blitz and blitz.
And another fumble. And this one's recovered by North. The 3rd turnover of the game for the Broncos. And there's the unfamiliarity, we could say, between quarterback and running back when you're not the prototypical starter.
That's right.
Well, that's now the 2nd fumble in just 4 snaps. And that one costly. That sets the Broncos up at the Central-owned 27-yard line.
Single back.
Rossi play action, fake to Guzman. Little flip to the tight end. This is Lovingood down to the 21-yard line. Pickup of about 6.
Lovingood on the simple, what we call the bump flat by the tight end. He's going to punch down and release to the flat. Fantastic play call.
Johnny Johnson on the tackle with 4:40 and counting left in this third quarter. Sets up the Broncos for a 2nd down and 5. In that I formation that has been effective much of the evening.
They're going off tackle again.
Maybe that right side of the Central defense. There it is, the counter. Guzman runs into his own lineman. And Central, in effect, able to swallow that one up for no gain.
85, Caleb Borchard with the tackle. And it will be 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run power. They're going off tackle. I mean, everyone in the stadium knows it's coming.
And we've got an injured Grizzly down at the 20-yard line. It looks like Kalen Borchardt, senior defensive lineman. And this will no doubt shake up the standings a little bit.
Oh, most certainly.
Do you see Central dropping out of the top 10?
No, I don't see them dipping that far.
Not that far?
I don't really see them dipping that far. But, I mean, when you face another quality opponent like this, you don't drop that much.
Mm-hmm. I mean, true, but in this type of fashion, I think speaks a sort of volumes.
Volumes, yes, it does. It does, Jason.
But you're right, depending on how the rest of the top 10 fares this weekend.
I just don't see this team falling out of the top 10. I mean, realistically, I see the Central Grizzly team right there in the hunt in the end.
Hopefully the Grizzlies can get this figured out. I mean, I really feel bad for Clovis West next week. They've got to play these Grizzlies, and I think the Grizzlies are going to have something to talk about on that game. Meanwhile, Guzman down to the 10-yard line and a 1st down.
You see that bunch formation, you know, they've run it a few times. The Grizzly defense has to know that toss play is coming. I think that's the 4th or 5th time they've run that bunch formation with that toss play.
Markers have been put down, so it is a 1st and goal for the Broncos.
Here we go.
From the 9.
Off tackle.
There we go. Counter to Guzman, maybe. That's what it is. Guzman lets us come back near side, and Central plays it well. And it's going to be a 3-yard loss.
They're running the same play, different variations, a tweak here, a tweak there. You know, they go double tights, bring the tight end back over, motion him back over, just trying to simply get movement out of that defense, but running the same play.
Guzman saw something on that one. He elected not to go through the hole that's pretty much been there all evening.
That's right. That's what we call an extreme cutback. Okay, young man, you want to press the hole and press and press and press and press before you make a cutback like that.
And now Olarun Funmi has entered into the game. Rossi from the shotgun. He will roll right, throw back to his left, and defended well.
That's a good play.
Intended for David Wells. I think it was Tramel Johnson on the play. Saved a touchdown.
Yes, he did.
And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 12.
A great defensive play
for the Broncos. 2:49 left in the 3rd.
Broncos knocking on the door once again.
And the Grizzlies, at least with a good chance to hold them to without a touchdown. Wells in motion.
Going to the corner.
Rossi.
Wheel route.
Going to be to Wells. He's caught it. Down to the 1. Can he get in? Stopped short at the 1. David Wells taking on 2 Grizzlies. I thought he was going to get in, I'll be honest. But
right. I mean, at 6'6", 220 pounds, you know, on the wheel route, quarterback Rossi that ball's fired on his back hip right there, only where he can catch it. You know, I'm thinking the young man was going to get in as well.
Yeah,
at 6'6", 220.
with that size, I mean, you kind of expect him to get in, but Central stopped him, and Corey Hall is going to elect to go for it. 4th and 1. Give to Ollerman from me, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos, one more time.
Corey Hall just having faith in his offensive line and his backs, just continue to get it done, dominating the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Clovis North Broncos. We have a North player down.
We do have another North player down at the goal line. And, you know, that was once again where the Bronco running back wasn't touched till he was pretty much at the goal line or into the end zone.
It was not touched. We talked about at the beginning of the show. We talked about, you know, who's gonna win the line of scrimmage, who's gonna win that battle, and it has come down to just the North offensive line ability to dominate the defensive front for the Grizzlies is just.
And see, that's what kind of worries me about this game for Central, because that's not really an X's and O's thing. That's just manning up, physicalness. When you get pushed off the line of scrimmage like that, and that's what concerns me a little bit about Central. But we'll see how the rest of the season plays out.
You know what? Tonight is simply the Broncos' night.
Did it? You're right.
I mean, this is a good Grizzly team getting beat by 47 points tonight.
And this says something about Clovis North. I mean, undefeated and rightfully so, going to win their 12th in a row. And with offensive defensive lines like this, boy, they are going to be awfully tough. And it's a good reason why they have not had a close game for the most part all year long, other than that El Diamante 14-point game. So Kyle Stevens on to attempt the extra point. And it is good. 48-0, Clovis North. And a shocker. So that now makes it 8 possessions, 7 touchdowns, 1 punt for your #1 ranked team in the Central section.
Never would have thought I would have saw 48-0 on the board.
No, for all those that took the spread tonight, that I think would have been a pick. maybe Clovis North -6. Nothing like 48-0. Wow.
And for those of you tuning in late, this has been complete dominance by this Bronco football team. This has been complete dominance. Offense, defense, special teams. It's all clicking for the Broncos here tonight.
That's right. A Central Grizzlies team that came in averaging 32 points a game, sitting at a goose egg with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Dating back to last week, they are 2 minutes away from 5 straight quarters without a score. And Johnny Johnson not back to return this one. However, it is still a touchback. And mostly the capacity crowd that we have had from the start still are here. Not too many people have left. And we are 2 minutes away from a running clock, and that is probably going to be the story come tomorrow's paper.
Yes.
As LJ Moore, and they fix the handoff issues with Nick Wilson, and he gets a couple up to the 24-yard line.
Young man continues to run hard. Haven't called his name much here in the second half.
Well, this is just their third possession of the second half. And you could tell the whole first half Nick Wilson really wanted to change how this game was going to end up with such as hard running. He just hasn't had the chance here in the second half.
Right, and it hasn't had the room to run.
No, no, not at all. as there's a short loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a long third down. There's actually a loss of 5 on the play. And a little change. Nick Wilson is not in the backfield. And a fumble. Ball is on the ground. Once again, a bobble on the exchange between quarterback, running back. And for a couple yards, the running back was running with the ball
on his back.
on his back.
On his back.
And the 4th turnover, or no, it's maintained Central ball, excuse me. But it is 4th down.
Dangerous Marcus Rose back.
And you're right, Paris. Tonight was just not.
No, it's just not their night.
Just not their night tonight.
It is not their night.
And we've got a timeout Central with 19 seconds left in the half. And this is another one of those questionable Justin Garza timeouts. Had one of those at the end of the first half.
You know, I truly believe, even with the score being 48-0, this Grizzly team will bounce back and will be there in the end. I'm telling you, they're too well coached and too talented.
Well, they finished with Clovis West, Clovis East. I see those as 2 winnable games. So definitely in the hunt come the playoffs. They rebound against those 2 teams. They'll be all right.
All right, finishing what, 8-2?
Yeah. And what would be 3-2 in the league, probably not a league title, but I mean that's out of the question now.
Well, I mean with an 8-2 record, you are going to get a good enough seed
Yes.
to play someone on the lower end.
Yes.
In the first round.
And you just throw the tape out on this one, forget about it. And
man.
That's going to go out of the end zone for a safety, and that's going to put the Broncos at 50. They've hit the half-century mark, and everything continuing to go wrong for Central.
You see the Grizzlies walking off the field slow, heads down, just guys trying to figure out just what is happening.
I see number 8, Darius Green for Central, kind of yelling at his teammates. I think that's about the time a captain comes in and says, hey, let's not hang our heads. Let's finish strong. That's what you like to see out of the Grizzlies. So 14 seconds left in the third quarter. 50-0 here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. I certainly did not envision this when I came to the stadium today.
By no means.
And, you know, we called the Clovis North Frontier game earlier this year. And while Clovis North did look very good in that game, they did not look anything like this. But it could just be a result of it not being Central's night. So after a safety, you have the option to punt or kick off. Central elects to kick off. Arnold Lopez will take it from the 25, and they're going to end up with great field position. Lopez pushed out at the 44, where the Broncos will take over, and I'm interested to see now if it's the second string unit or will Rossi head back out. And from the looks of it, we do have a new quarterback. It is backup quarterback junior James Humphrey.
Kid's got good size at 6'2", 225.
Absolutely. However, the offense a little ahead of themselves. So the mark off 5 yards. Humphrey will now orchestrate the offense from the 40. 8 seconds left. Probably have one play and then head to the fourth quarter.
Oh, with Humphrey, we get to see what the future looks like here for the Broncos.
Absolutely. Much less the same looking offense when Rossi was in there. It is a bobbled snap, but it is a handoff to Guzman. And all of a sudden, the quarterback-running back handoff has become story in this third quarter. But a short gain, and that'll take us to the end of the third quarter, where the Clovis North Broncos are continuing this beatdown of the Central Grizzlies, 50-0. We got a few words from our sponsor. We will be right back after these messages. And welcome back. We are here live at Veterans Memorial Stadium, and if you so happen to have joined us late, you have missed quite the performance from the Clovis North Broncos. That is no mistake. It is 50-0 as we start the fourth quarter, and the running clock will be in effect here against the third-ranked team in the section. James Humphrey is the new quarterback for the Broncos. Christian Rossi has exited after a solid performance. Humphrey, the pitch to Guzman, coming near side, breaks a tackle, but played well. A little extracurricular activity. Was made by Johnny Johnson.
You know, Corey Hall and that staff has elected to keep the majority of the starters in. Still up 50-0.
Right, just the quarterback has been the only change.
Just the quarterback has been the only substitution at this point. You got to wonder, you know, as we get to the latter end of the schedule here, you know, why wouldn't you sub your guys out to keep them fresh for next week? I mean, you're up well here by 50 points.
Absolutely, at 50-0. Last thing you want is David Wells to
go down or
go
Guzman,
down or anybody.
Starting running back.
Absolutely. However, it is a 3rd down and 12 for Humphrey as he hands off to Guzman. Up the middle, Guzman running hard, cross midfield, but it is short of the chains. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
And here we go.
And for just the second time of the game, Clovis North looks like they will punt it away. Most of the starters remain in for the Grizzlies as well. As Kyle Stevens back to kick this one away. Gets the kick off. It's a low one. Johnny Johnson back to return. He will let it bounce. Arnold Lopez kills it at the 17-yard line.
18-yard line, 17-yard line by Arnold Lopez.
And will Garza stick with L.J. Moore for the final 10 minutes?
Well, looking on the roster, Jason, he does not have a choice, as I don't see
No third quarterback.
a third quarterback listed on the roster here.
Unless there's something we don't know about. And that doesn't look like Moore. That is a new quarterback, number 6, who's got big hole through the left, a 1st down and much more. Good block on the outside, still on his feet, fumbles. No way.
It's just,
no.
Is that North ball?
That was Rashawn Jones, who's a running back, maybe a Wildcat package, and Clovis North saying it's Clovis North ball.
You have to get a
It
call.
is Central ball.
Central ball.
Well, that just would have been the that would have just topped it off if that had gone against Central. Best play of the night.
Now, is that Quicken at quarterback? Who?
That is number 6, Rashawn Jones.
Rashawn
He's a
Jones, the
6-foot
running back.
senior. And he has taken the snap again. And pressured well by the Clovis North defense, and he's going to go down for a loss. George Helmuth, the main cog in that good defensive play.
Hey, you got to wonder, I mean, how many plays has Jones practiced at the quarterback position? He's running the Wildcat. I mean, how many plays could they have practiced with him? I mean, we're running left, we're running right, up the middle.
That's a good question. I mean, even 2 weeks ago against Buchanan, it was L.J. Moore running the Wildcat package, so you would think he gets most of the snaps in practice. This is a direct snap to Nick Wilson, and Hayden Hopp, he's been everywhere all night. But Wilson.
Great effort.
That's why the coaches tell you to stick with it. I thought that was going to be a big loss. Nick Wilson makes something out of nothing. And Hayden Hopp had his hands on Nick Wilson about 8 yards in the backfield behind the line of scrimmage, but Nick Wilson gets out of it and ends up being about a third down and we'll say 14. Direct snap to Wilson again. He goes to the left. And there's a flag. We're going to get a face mask. He was brought down.
Yeah, it's got to be a face mask.
He was brought down hard and fast.
High.
I was going to say Nick Wilson doesn't go down that easy.
No.
And that is going to be. I thought a face mask would be an automatic first down, but I guess I'm wrong. They have it 4th down and 3. Well, they haven't marked a 3rd down. Must have been a 5-yard face mask. This is Rashawn Jones, direct snap. He's going to have a first down.
And the Wildcat.
And I see a few starters still left in the Clovis North defense. Now this is the best the Central Grizzly offenses look tonight.
Right. I mean, simply running to the left and to the right, and with Jones as your quarterback.
But it does look like a couple of second stringers are in for the Bronco D. First down and 10 for the Grizzlies. Direct snap to Rashawn Jones.
Hurdling a defender inside the 20, and it looks as if the Central Grizzlies have, for the most part, abandoned the passing game. 6:14 left to go. Folks, we remind you to stick around for the post-game report after the game concludes. We also have our MVP, little sit-down, couple questions for the player of the game. So stick around after the game ends. That's right, folks. You want to stay tuned for PlayOnSports.com post-game show where we will select our player of the game as well as wrap up all the action from tonight's ball game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
And we have a question, Paris. We need to decide who the player of the game is. Meanwhile, it is running back. It's close to a first down.
Jason, I've already put my vote in, and folks, you need to tune in to find out who that is.
Paris has wrote down a player's name. I'm not going to say who it is just yet. I mean, this has been an outstanding team performance. I don't even know if we can signal out one person. Of course, we can't fit the whole team up here in the booth, unfortunately. So we will have to select one player. First down for the Grizzlies. They did get that first down. This one gets a couple. This run gets a couple down to the 10-yard line. I want to see Central punch it in before this game ends. Get on the board, Central.
Almost certainly. You know, you want to punch one in, but at the same time, if I'm Clovis North, you want to hold them. You want to keep that 0 on the board.
There's pride.
That's right.
That, absolutely.
And I'm not a defensive player, folks.
That's right, Parrish. You're a running back, Parrish. You're saying give me the ball right now. I'm punching it in.
Hey, you know, you want to put one in, man. It's just been a rough night. It just hasn't been their night tonight.
Trelawney Johnson, the backup running back to Nick Wilson, is in the game. I'd like to see Nick Wilson get in for his hard efforts tonight,
That's
but
right.
he is taking the play off. Meanwhile, Rashawn Jones comes near side.
You know, these backups, Jason, they're playing.
Yeah.
They're playing. They're playing for pride. They don't want this team to score.
I mean, this now has been the second best drive of the game for Central.
Yep.
Now the starter's best drive ended in an interception. So let's see if the Central second stringers can actually execute and put this one into the end zone. Be good for them. This is Nick Wilson, direct snap, and Nick Wilson has got in. Touchdown. Central Grizzlies, they've ended this five-quarter scoring streak. They've not been shut out. Well done, Central Grizzlies.
Nick Wilson around the edge, just putting a stamp on his hard work tonight. Thank you, Coach Garza, allowing the young man to be awarded like that for his efforts here tonight, just continuing to run hard. Went down 50-0.
So the Grizzlies are on the board. Nick Wilson punches it in. The man has been running hard all night. I'm glad to see him rewarded with a trip to the end zone. Meanwhile, Eddie Padilla puts the kick through the upright, so the Grizzlies avoid the shutout. 50-7 with 2:46 and still counting. And do you think Clovis Cougars might see a little Rashawn Jones, Nick Wilson Wildcat package next week?
Hey, you know what? See, now Coach Garza is throwing stuff in there, so the other team has to practice against it.
Right.
You know, at this point, hey, they're going to watch that film and it's the what if. Okay, now we have to practice for the what if. Okay, hey, it's a great coaching move by Coach Garza.
It's that Tim Tebow package.
That's right.
You don't know how many times he's going to run it, but it takes time out of your practice time to prepare for it.
That's right.
And what, a bigger question is we don't know the extent of the Eric Jimenez hip injury.
Yes.
So that's a wonder if he'll even be back next week.
Well, you hope and you pray that the young man is back next week so he can continue his high school season and continue to lead his team on the field.
And Coach Corey Hall of the Broncos now gets to see his kickoff return unit for the first time of the evening. Excuse me, second time. Central did kick off to start the second half. And Arnold Lopez back. Excuse me, that is Timon Lachlan, number 12. But he will let it be a touchback. And with 1:08 and counting, like you said, we've had a running clock for the entire fourth quarter, so I expect one kneel down, and this will probably do it. Central will host Clovis West next week, trying to get back on track. Clovis North will head to LaMonica Stadium in what will probably be the matchup of the week, and riding a 12-game winning streak. Good luck, Clovis, although they did beat these Central Grizzlies last week, so you never know. 36 seconds and counting. Humphrey, no victory formation. Well, there's the victory play.
There it is.
There's the victory execution.
Yes, I knew they weren't going to snap the ball. Olo Wamfumni was back there swinging his arms. I knew.
Pretty much. That is going to wrap it up here from Veterans Memorial Stadium, where we just witnessed the Clovis North Broncos defeat the Central Grizzlies 50-7 in a shocker none of us expected. We would like to thank you for joining PlayOnSports.com and our coverage of Thursday Night Football. Folks, I remind you to stick around with us. We will have our player of the game and our post-game coverage coming up right after this. We'll be off for a couple of minutes, and we'll be right back. Stick with us.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back, everyone, to the PlayOnSports.com postgame show. Right now we have our player of the game, quarterback, signal caller, leader of the offense, number 6, Christian Rossi. I mean, it was a total team win, but you're the leader of the offense. I mean, you guys were flawless tonight. I don't even know if it's set in what you guys just accomplished right now. Do you even know what you guys did? Just 43 points, beat down to the number 3 team in the section?
Yeah, I knew we had a good offense and all, but we played good, executed on we ran the ball good, we threw the ball good, made plays when we had to on third down. We executed.
Now, a lot was made about this Central secondary being really good, but, I mean, you made them look average at best, slinging balls on the run, eluding pressure. I mean, what kind of week of practice did you have, and was there a game plan, something you can exploit against this secondary?
We go into every week trying to go 1-0. Every game plan's pretty much the same. Run the ball. We run the ball good, and then throw when they come up.
Absolutely. Now, this is your first number 1 ranking in program history, in your 4-year history of the program. Is this sort of like a validation, do you think? Was this a statement?
Yeah. I mean, supposedly the number 3 team right there. We just handled them 50-7, so I think that's a pretty good statement.
I think so. I think you guys will be number 1. I mean, what is it like playing? I mean, you guys haven't had a close game since El Diamante in, week 2?
Yeah.
I mean, what's that like every week, just running up the score?
It's nice not having to stress out in the fourth quarter, but we've just been playing good, so hopefully we keep it rolling.
All right, there you have it. Mr. Christian Rossi, quarterback of the Clovis North Broncos, 8-0, 12 wins in a row. I remind you to stick around. Me and Paris will be back for the post-game show right after this.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back to the PlayOnSports.com postgame show. I'm joined by my partner, Paris Gaines. I am Jason Phillips. Paris, it has come to a conclusion, finally, thankfully, for Central. I mean, this game was over in the first quarter, essentially, 28-0. Clovis North, they got out to a fast start.
Yeah, right out the gate, just too much Kristen Rossi and the Bronco offense. Up-tempo. They looked like a well-oiled machine tonight, running the ball well, passing the ball well, just simply doing everything well tonight.
It was a stunner. None of us thought we'd see a running clock against the third-ranked team in the section. Clovis North looked every bit of their undefeated record. A 12-game winning streak now, and Christian Rossi just efficient with the offense.
Yes, extremely. I mean, he ran the offense to perfection, really. He ran it well. He made plays with his feet. He made great decisions. The young man just simply had a fantastic game tonight.
And the Broncos came in averaging 42 points a game. They were right on that with the 50 mark. I think the story of the game has to go to the Clovis North defense.
Yes.
I mean, pitching a shutout until the final minute to this Central offense that averages 30 points a game.
Yes, I mean, this sends shockwaves throughout the Valley. Putting up this many points against that good of a team. That Central Grizzly team is a good team, but like we talked about on air, it was just simply not their night tonight, Jason.
Absolutely. The Central secondary is much maligned, maybe the best secondary in the section, but it was the Clovis North secondary today that outplayed in every facet of the game. They outplayed Central, but Central has 2 winnable games left out. They can rebound. They'll make it to the playoffs with a decent seed. They'll be okay. Clovis North, Clovis next week, LaMonica Stadium. I hope we're there, but we'll see. We don't get to make our own assignments.
You don't want to miss it.
That's going to do it for the postgame show from PlayOnSports.com, your destination for Friday night football. From my partner, Paris Gaines, I am Jason Phillips, our producer, Jordan Eswine, our videographer, Matt Merritt, saying so long. We will see you next week here on PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.